Hi everyone, this is David from CSR Insights and Good Matters. Thank you for joining us in having conversations that improve people's lives. Our guest for today is an icon of BARMM. She's a former commissioner of the Bangsamoro Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Samira Sam Gutok. Sam, welcome to CSR Insights and Good Matters.
Thank you, Dave, and salamat sa since the Diversity Summit, hindi mo na kalimutan maging diverse ang iyong mga topic. Thank you po for this because napaka-importante nito. June is July na ngayon, pero June was environment awareness, di ba po? June.
Yeah, oo nga eh.
April and June are mga environment awareness, earth awareness months.
Yeah. Sam, pwede bang mag-request ako? Paki-refresh naman yung mga listeners and watchers natin. Sino ba si Sam Gutok? Ano ang kanyang mga advocacies? At anong
Yes, Dave.
pinagkakaabalahan niya ngayon?
Tayo lang naman yung katropa doon sa mga kasama sa mga kalsada. Dave, no? I don't know kung anong batch mo. 9-1 ako sa UP. Ganun ano. I was president of the UP Muslims. I was a journalist for Inquirer. Tapos nakilala po tayo because of the Marawi siege, no? Literally po sa harap ng bahay ko po yung bakbakan sa Barangay Malitlet, Barangay Marawi, magkatabihan. So yung anak ko, 3 years old din, ay muntik ko nang hindi makuha kasi gani akong Zamboanga for the Bangsamoro drafting under President Duterte, yung BOL, Bangsamoro Law, dinadraft namin po. So doon tayo nakilala for 3 minutes po, nagsalita tayo sa Kongreso na sinabi ko sana hindi po agad martial law. Ano po, ilibing muna ang dapat ilibing, wag paabutin ng 2 weeks for example. Yung mga taong naiwanan ng kanilang, tinawanan ako kasi sabi ko, yung may isang babae talaga sinabi niya, naiwanan yung panty niya. So parang literally, when I spoke sa Lasal 2 weeks ago, sabi ko, yung Lasal namin, Taft namin, sorry. Taft, which is our main road or EDSA, talagang nagbakbakan ng mga tao, nagbakbakan ng security force at saka yung Maute group. So napaka-importante nitong Lake Lanao because itong pag-uusapan natin relates to me being part of Marawi, where the bakbakan happened, where the siege happened, the worst urban destruction of the Philippines, costing hindi naman siguro trillion, pero grabe po, lahat ng buhay na first-timer soldiers, lahat ng horror na kailangan natin i-redress nangyari po sa Marawi Siege, and of course I served in Zamboanga Siege. Parang nakilala po ako sa kalamidad po, disasters. I work with crisis management, and so that's why there's engagements with the Red Cross, my engagements with so I wasn't just a writer po. We were working for peace. Meron po tayong NGO activities called in a group called Ako Bakwit, which deals with victims of poverty, of course, indigents, mga victims of calamities and siege, conflict all over the Philippines. So when you say na si Sam is serving BARM, hindi po. I started in NCR and continuously national since college po, we were part of youth development work, National Human Rights Summit since after college as a young professional. So sana continuously po yung legwork I'm now helping Senate in so many ways in legislation. So thanking the Philippine Senate for tapping me to help in certain legislations that are needed.
Sam, thank you for sharing your energy with us. Talagang nararamdaman ko yung passion mo for helping other people. You wrote in Manila Times itong Maranao is a national treasure. One line I highlighted, Lanao means water, so essentially we Maranaos are people of the lake. We are thus tasked to protect the lake even without a legal mandate. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Yes po. Kung masabi ko rin, ang Pilipino po ay tao ng tubig. So yung West Philippine Sea, i-connect ko yan because that's the headline of the day, headline of the decade, headline of the year, headline since nagka-problema tayo with China is that yung katubigan natin is our asset, is who we are. 90%, if not majority of what we are as a country, archipelago tayo, ay tubig. Tayo po yung tropical country, capital of the world, which means we are forest and water. Forest and water po. Pilipinas ay katubigan at lupa. Kaya napakasensitibo po ng issue ng tubig, especially yung pangalan ng tribo namin is Maranao, Lanao. From the word Lanao, people of the lake. So ang
Mm.
Pilipino po, ang pinanggagalingan niya ay tubig, hindi lang Maranao. Pero kami, mas emotional kami sa tubig dahil talagang we live in the water, beside the
Mhm.
water, build our houses beside the water, pray on the beside the water because of ablution, washing with the
Mhm.
water. So
Mhm.
5 times a day yung Muslim nagsisimba, yung mga Maranaos are mostly Muslim, majority Muslim. So napaka-importante ng national resource usapan natin because this is the second largest lake of the Philippines after Laguna Lake. Pero wala kaming Lanao Lake Development Authority, pero yung Laguna meron. Tayo wala
Mhm.
pong Development Authority. And according to the Japan-based International Lakes Committee, this is one of the ancient lakes of the world. Lake
Mhm.
Lanao is one of the ancient lakes of the world. Nakikinig ang mga kabataan sa akin at mga Sanbeda formerly, mga kabataan. And I'd like to remind them, yung mga kabataan, that ito lang ang iniwan sa atin ng Diyos may kapal, ang katubigan, natural resource. At minsan nakakalimutan ng elders na tayo po ay benefiting from the air and water and everything, no? Spiritually, mentally. You know, after COVID, nag-uwian ng mga tao because of balik sa organic. Di
Yeah.
ba po? Wala nang, yung kasikipan ng metro, hindi na nila makaya. Yung ating pneumonia na aggravate. Sorry,
Mhm.
kinokonek ko na lahat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Please,
Connect
please.
ko na lahat, Dave, di ba po? We are, it's a multidimensional, di ba po? Yung pagtingin natin sa mga bagay-bagay, hindi lang po tribo ng Maranao tinitingnan, kundi
Very good.
global dimension of how Lake Lanao has contributed to the power needs of Mindanao, and yet we don't see it as a national resource na dapat
Mhm.
po i-take care. Dapat po tayo mga environmentalists, tayo Dave, yung mga international NGOs, we get to see Lake Lanao, we get to visit Lake Lanao, we get to research and read about the research of people like Pipalawan Naga, research by the Mindanao State University, na I
Mhm.
feel kulang na kulang ang atensyon. One, for example, watershed management. Walang zoo dyan, so you cannot see biodiversity. Di ba
Mhm.
po, Dave? So sasabihin ni Dave, ikaw pupunta ka sa Marawi, so saan ako bibisita sa Mir aside from Aga Khan Museum na nakikita lang natin is mga ancient Lake Lanao stuff. So, I
Mhm.
mean, ancient mga costumes o kaya mga
Yeah.
yung nakikita niyo mga heritage artifacts, no? Pero yung mga biodiversity animals, fish, the different kinds of fish in live kasi hindi lang yung drawing. Nakita natin yan sa Museum ng Marawi, Mindanao State University.
Yeah, thank
National
you, Sam.
resource
Thank you ha
ang
na
Lake.
ilalabas mo to, and as much as possible we'll try our best ano na ma-interview din yung ibang tao na yon, mga nababanggit mo para mailabas pa natin yung mga ganitong stories.
Actually, namatay na po sila, Save Lake Lanao movement. Kaya po
Mhm.
talaga pinupush ko to the limits. The young generation dapat matransfer sa kanila yung knowledge.
Yeah, yeah.
Tapos, what I'm wearing right now is my sister's effort sa Glorieta, SM. May mga shop siya dito sa NCR, sa
Mhm.
Cebu, sa Mindanao to bring the heritage of the Maranao people. And even if hindi mo naiisip Lake Lanao agad, naiisip mo na tribo ito ng mga Maranao,
Yeah.
at nakikita mo yan sa Makati, pwede kang bumili. And I'm so glad to see sa Ayala, naglalakad na mga ilan, mga nag-wear ng mga ilang
Right.
mga galing Basilan na mga fabric, di ba po?
Mhm.
Output ng mga exhibits na iba't iba dito sa national, sa mga malls. So congratulations na rin sa Department of Tourism and mga DTI.
I appreciate this line. Sabi mo, as Islam is a way of life, so must governance be inspired by faith. Not only it is public office, public trust, but it is a divine trust in Arabic amana, and accountability is toward the Almighty.
Yes po. Binigay sa atin ang everything, air, water, and land as a trust. Hindi natin sa pagmamayari. That's why the ancestral domain by the indigenous peoples as a law, IPRA, is really a way of thinking, ethos yan, attitude yan, na i-take
Mhm.
care na yung binigay ng Diyos may kapal. Do not cut trees without replacement. Yung mga old trees natin, we can preserve it the way Singapore is doing, yung build around it, not cut it, di ba po? Why not? So the Lake Lanao lessons is that Lake Lanao, because some wasteful behavior ng tao, nagtatapon ng basura beside the lake, nagpupupo, ano ba ang, nagpa-breakfast po kayo, pasensya na,
Go
pero
lang, please.
sabi nga doon ng ilang mga tao naging biggest toilet of the world just to make fun of yung mga people kasi who are
Mhm.
wasting and using it as a comfort room yung lake. Sayang po yung ating management dyan, or hindi natin titingnan yan because di ba po magkakaroon ng bacteria ang lake. Di iniinuman yan ng mga bata, makakasakit. So cycle yan. Magkakasakit ang mga tao pag kayo ay wasteful sa ating natural resource. So this is really multifaceted po siya, health-wise, sanitation, heritage, historical fact, natural po talaga na resource, national resource. So we're asking sana po na ma-take care po siya ng national. Hindi po naipasa or anything yet Lake Lanao Development Authority. We collect thousands of signatures when I was a youth activist then, 2000 onwards, going to Congress and submitting a proposed Lake Lanao Development Authority bill. Pero hindi po nangyayari. So hoping with you and marinig ito ng podcast ng mga environmentalists na take care or mai-push itong Lake Lanao as a natural or national resource as well.
Samira, final question. Please i-explain mo nga sa amin. You said an integrated solid waste management system will best be achieved through these goals. And paano ba itong multi-sectoral approach na sinasabi mo?
From household, kung sa pagkain, from seed to feed, from home to tomb, from the household behavior natin na nagtatapon tayo to the external, it is an integrated. From the personal, the bedroom approach mo, yung iyong pagtatapon ng napkin mo, ikaw babae, ikaw may pamper para sa anak mo, the way that you manage this waste, na paano po hindi makasira sa ating soil and lake, talagang integrated yan. Solid waste management is a kasi yan yung pinakamalaking challenge of the world. Tinatapunan nga tayo ng kana, di ba? Sa Canada ng sa ating katubigan ng basura. So the same way that the local, the tribal, non-caring behavior, which supposedly yung tribal cares about Mother Earth, konektado yung ating puso sa mga ating birds, animals, lahat ng nararamdaman natin at soil, everything. Kasi nga yan, organic sa atin. Yet we don't care to manage our basura. Kain tayo ng junk food, tapon. Walang man lang tingnan natin, ang daming mga pwedeng decoration pala, pwedeng magawa sa mga chichirya na lalagyan na. Ginagawa ng mga DepEd na teachers na iilan, yung merong effort, mga estudyante, ginagawa nila ng mga, di ba po, recyclable, beautiful products that mga air fan o kaya kung ano ng decoration sa kanilang classroom. Kaya lang, hindi po yan talagang way of policy. So, nagkaroon minsan ng pageant sa amin dyan sa nearby, not in Marawi, kasi dinidiscourage yung mga beauty pageant. Pero in a nearby municipality, from basura, organic, mga basura, ginawang mga gown, ginawang mga so contest po iyan. So why not develop that kind na yung from the trash, waste to hate, to something value, waste to value, something beautiful. So waste is not really waste.
From this interview, anong gusto mong kuhanin namin, baunin sa future para sa mga youth, para sa mga ating bansa?
Mawawala ang ating natural resource, the way flooding is killing so many lives. Parang if we don't take care of it, itong ating Mother Earth resource such as Lake Lanao, pwedeng gawin ng Diyos if a flood na lang, Noah's Ark. Kasi it's happened. It's happened in history. We had earthquakes, we had floodings, not just in outside Mindanao, but here in Mindanao. Mawawala ang ating natural resource. God will show us a way, and humans will show us a way. Kasi nga, you reap what you sow. If you don't care and dare to change behaviors, talaga namang aalisin ng Diyos ang binigay sa atin. That's a lesson, I think, of life. It's a lesson of history that things were destroyed. Natural gifts were destroyed because we didn't manage it well. We didn't do community approach. We didn't do a governmental action.
Sam, thank you ha. Salamat sa oras mo uli sa pagsama sa amin dito sa CSR Insights and Good Matters. I'm David. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Maraming salamat po.
On Facebook. Thank you.